Hi everyone. The other day I was having a conversation with an entrepreneur and I think that the topic might interest you, so I decided to create this video. He asked me the following question. Oscar, what features should I have in my tool in order to be able to reduce the waste of time and improve the customer experience and the team coordination? And also, why do you use ActiveCampaign? Ciao and welcome to my new video. If you don't know me already, I'm a business automation consultant and I help busy managers and entrepreneurs automate their processes so they can save time and reduce the overwhelm of the team. When I implement the tech ecosystems for my clients, I often use ActiveCampaign as the single source of truth. In this video, I am going to show you the 4 features that ActiveCampaign has that can help you to save time, reduce the overwhelm of the team, and improve the customer experience. I often see companies underestimating the potential of ActiveCampaign, but then during my auditing sessions, I see that they are not even using many of the features that ActiveCampaign has. They are not making the most out of this tool. The reasons why I love ActiveCampaign are the following ones. And these are also the features that you must have in your tool. The first one is pipelines and deals. The second one is automations. The third one is integrations. And the fourth one is email marketing. Let's start from the first one, pipelines and deals. I'm always surprised when I see businesses not using this feature, and many times they are not even aware that it exists. Pipelines allow you to set up your processes and track how things are proceeding. It basically looks like a Trello board in which you can set up a process, you can create different columns that represent the stages of your process, and then you can drag the deal card to the next stage when the conditions are met. You can do it manually, for example, after a call with your prospect, or you can set up an automation that when certain conditions are met, automatically drags the deal card to the following stage. You can also automate the creation of those deal cards. For example, when somebody downloads a lead magnet, or when somebody submits the contact us form or sends us a request. And then you can set up an automation where you get notified and your team can follow up. Those deal cards can be connected to one or multiple contacts, and this is how you can manage processes such as sales, marketing, customer support, onboarding of new team members or new customers, and so on. You could manage all of this with the use of different spreadsheets. But what if you have tens or hundreds of situations to manage per process? And what if you have different team members that you would like to assign these things to? Well, in this case, you cannot use just spreadsheets because it's going to be really overwhelming and really messy for your team. That's why I always recommend to implement this feature using ActiveCampaign. And this leads to the second reason why I love ActiveCampaign and the second feature that I think you must have in your tool, and it's automations. In the same platform, you should have the ability to create automated workflows that help your team to manage the daily workload. It works in the following way. You need to set up the triggers, so how contacts can enter that specific automation. Then you need to set up the steps of your workflow, and then the exit criteria. What I always recommend is that you need to map out your processes first, so then you can understand how to automate them in the best way. I give you some practical examples. Let's say that you want to send a letter or a postcard to a new customer at a specific stage of the onboarding process. Then you can set up an automation. The trigger would be deal drag to, and then you put the name of the specific stage. And then inside the automation, you can connect it to a third-party tool that I'm going to explain later, that basically sends this letter or postcard to your customer. My point here is that if you need anything happening at a specific stage of your process, you can use automations. You set up the triggers that are the conditions to enter the automation, and then you set up the steps. This way you can automate the manual tasks and save a lot of time. There are other things that you can do. For example, you can automate the deal creation when certain conditions are met. For example, a meeting is scheduled or a customer request is received. And then you can also automatically send a notification to your team. Another example is when you need something happening when a contact has a specific value in a field or when this value changes. As you can see, with automations you can do many things. You need to adapt them to your specific business processes so you can save a lot of time and reduce the amount of manual tasks and data entry activities. The third feature is integrations. ActiveCampaign has a list of more than 900 tools that are natively integrated to this platform, and this is amazing because you can even more enhance its capabilities. When I say natively integrated, I mean that you don't need a third-party tool such as Zapier to connect the two platforms. And this opens up a whole world of opportunities for automating your business processes. Of course, it's impossible to have in one tool all the features that you need because every business is different, every situation is different. So by integrating ActiveCampaign with third-party tools, you can add features based on your needs. Let me give you some practical example. Let's say that you want to schedule calls with your prospects or with your current customers. In order to avoid the back and forth of emails in order to schedule those calls, you can integrate ActiveCampaign with third-party tools such as Calendly. This way, you can save a ton of time, automatically update the CRM, and then with the automations that I explained previously, you can make things happen inside ActiveCampaign. When it comes to the sales and marketing process, the use cases are plenty. For example, you can connect a tool for sending SMS text messages. You can connect a tool for mailing postcards and letters to your audience. You can even connect a tool to manage webinars on demand, lead generation tools, etc. You can even manage proposals. If your sales process requires a back and forth of documentation with your audience, using a tool to manage that piece of the process and connecting it to ActiveCampaign saves you many hours of your days on updating the CRM and doing manual activities. Another example is project management. If you use a tool to manage your team's work, by connecting it to ActiveCampaign, you can automate the updating of data in your database, in your CRM, and you can automate the sending of communications to your audience. This is only the beginning. As you can see, there are many opportunities, and if you have specific needs, you can use a tool that manages that piece of the process, and you can integrate it to ActiveCampaign so you can save time and reduce the overwhelm of the team. The first feature is email marketing. Besides the sending of one-time emails such as newsletters, in ActiveCampaign you can set up automated email sequences. This allows you to automatically follow up with your audience when certain conditions are met. You set up the trigger, let's say a lead magnet is downloaded or a webinar is attended, a form is submitted, etc. And then you can set up all the emails so the contact is going to receive all those emails based on the time span that you set up. What many people don't know is that you can also send one-on-one emails without leaving the platform. I'm sure that it happens to you at least once that you wanted to send an email to a contact in your database, so you had to leave the software that you were using and go to Gmail and send the email. So with ActiveCampaign, you can do it inside the platform, and now I'm gonna give you some practical examples. Let's say that you want to send an email to a prospect that you have in your sales pipeline. You probably have a deal card in that pipeline that is connected to that specific contact. You don't have to leave ActiveCampaign. You can actually send the communication directly inside the deal card. It is really powerful because you save time, you have all the info, all the data inside the deal card, and then you can send the email, and then based on the conditions, you can also drag the deal card to the following stage. But what if the contact is not in one of your pipelines? It is not in your processes. So you can go to the contact page and send the one-on-one email directly from there. And that makes your daily activities more efficient and effective. As it was not enough, integrating ActiveCampaign to Zapier can make almost anything happen in your business. For example, the implementation of really complex and advanced workflows that use third-party forms, or the implementation of a dashboard that allows you to see in real time what's happening in your business. By the way, I created a video about that. You can find it on my YouTube channel. These were the 4 reasons why I love ActiveCampaign. And if you want to learn more about business automation and about the process that I follow in order to help my clients, I suggest that you download my guide. You can find the link in the description of this video. Or if you want to apply for the analysis and auditing phase, go to my website, oscardepasquale.com, and submit the application form. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next ones. Ciao!